Hello friends, we have completed the general purpose PN junction diode. Now we will talk about the special purpose diodes. First diode we will be talking about Varactor diode, that is variable capacitor diode. Then we will be talking about Zener diode. Then we will talk about tunnel diode, photodiode, photovoltaic cell or solar cell, then light emitting diode, PIN diode, gun diode, and there is one more diode, that is Schottky diode. These are some of the diodes from where questions are appearing in exam. As far as gate is concerned, these are important for gate. As far as Varactor diode is concerned, you don't have direct question on the name Varactor diode, but there is question on variation in capacitance of the diode. Otherwise, this is mentioned, so there can be questions from these in the gate, and all other remaining diodes are for engineering services exam, maybe for mains or prelims. There are questions in engineering services mains and prelims from this topic. I will put stress on the gate because of course that is numerical part, but definitely I will be covering almost every concept for all the 3 exams, rather 4 exams: gate, IES pre, IES mains and civil services mains, and of course other PSUs are automatically covered, whatever we are going to cover for these exams. Fine. So let us talk about the first diode, that is Varactor diode. A Varactor diode, if you recall, a Varactor diode basically works on the principle of change in junction capacitance under a reverse biased mode. When a PN junction is reverse biased, the transition capacitance will be voltage. We know the junction capacitance, that is transition capacitance of a diode, is given by this, and we know W is proportional to what? Vj 1 by 2 for abrupt or step graded PN junction. I will be talking about step graded PN junction. Fine. So this is for what? For step graded or abrupt PN junction, and this is proportion to Vj 1 by 3 for linearly graded junction. That is what you have. Fine. And Vj for reverse biased mode is V0 plus Vr for reverse biased junction. Since Varactor diode is a diode which works in the reverse bias mode, so we will be talking about this only. So what is the note here? Note is nothing but, I repeat, a Varactor diode works on the principle of change in transition capacitance of a reverse biased PN junction. That is the definition. Varactor diode is also called Varicap. What is meaning of Varicap? Variable capacitor. So it is also called what? Varicap, variable capacitor. Fine. So this concept is important. Please do remember that. And W we have already seen, that is nothing but 2 epsilon by Q into Vj multiplied by 1 upon Nd plus 1 by Na under root. You should, if you should be able to recall this expression, because there are a lot of questions on this concept. So I hope you'll remember it. Fine. So what I say, Ct is proportional to Vj 1 by 2, or we can say for this capacitor, that is Varicap, that is V0 plus Vr under root, or I'll say 1 by 2. And if Vr is much larger than V0, so Ct will be proportional to Vr 1 by 2. So you may have to take these concepts, these expression again and again. So please remember this, all these relationships. Fine. So this is nothing but your Varicap or variable capacitor. What is the symbol? So in special purpose diodes, we'll be talking about symbols, then mathematical expressions, then VI characteristic and so on. VI characteristic is similar to your simple PN junction diode. Symbol of this is nothing but we have a diode and show a variable capacitor on cathode side. This is A, this is K. K stands for cathode, A stands for anode. That is the symbol of your Varactor diode. Then what is the equivalent circuit? Equivalent circuit of this is show a variable capacitor like this, then show a resistance in parallel to this, then show a resistance in series with that. Fine. Where what is this R? R is resistance of the diode, C is transition capacitance of the diode, and this RS is nothing but series resistance of the body, you can say contact resistance of the diode. R is resistance of the diode under, that is reverse biasing mode. Please do remember, R is reverse biasing resistance, may be very high. Fine. CT, you know what that is, transition capacitance, and RS is body resistance, contact resistance and so on, that is layer resistances, other resistances other than the junction resistance which is coming into picture. That is your equivalent circuit. Fine. Again there can be question on that expression CT. These are important for engineering series prelims, the symbol, these and so on. But remember, I repeat, your Varactor diode works in third quadrant of VI characteristic. What is the third quadrant of VI characteristic? This. And remember, this operates in this region, not in this region. Breakdown में काम नहीं करता है. Varactor diode works in the reverse biasing mode in this region of operation, not in the breakdown region. Fine. But it is third quadrant of VI characteristic. So it works in third quadrant of VI characteristic, a Varactor diode. What are the applications? Applications of Varactor diode? Since it is your capacitance can be varied by changing the voltage, so it is used in self-tuned circuits, where in the circuit you connect a diode, so by changing the voltage the circuit can tune itself. So that is used in self-tuned LC circuits, that is one application. Then it is used in self-balancing bridges, that is second application. Third application is it is used as a controlled voltage controlled oscillators for generation of FM waves. It is used for generation of FM waves. And last one is it is used in parametric amplifier in microwave application. So there are 4 applications. Self-tuned circuits, that is one. Second is your self-balancing bridge circuits. Third, for generation of FM wave as voltage controlled oscillator it is used. And third, it is used in parametric amplifiers. So there can be question on this in objective type IES prelims. Gate, there is no chance on applications. You don't have question on applications of diode in gate. But there are a lot of questions in engineering services prelims exam especially. Fine. So this is all about Varactor diode.